Have you had one of these before?
No.
Okay. Mum tells me you're a bit skeptical, which is great too. So I'm just going to take my socks off because I get really hot when I start doing this stuff. The cool thing is, this will be much like a counseling session. It will just be much like chatting with a friend who just has really fucking great insights. Excuse the language, we have a potty mouth. So it's not like I'm going to tell all your dirty, dark secrets, or it's not like it's going to forecast any negative shit, because you are a powerful being. You get to have full power. So if anything, these sessions really just empower you with stuff you already know, that you just needed someone to go, yes, what you were feeling is absolutely correct. So it's more about reinforcing what you already know. And then from someone who's completely random, who has no secret agenda, no alternative motive. It's just like, yeah, I'm getting these insights. So for me, it's very much like just tuning in, getting insights into stuff that you are wanting clarity on, and we only focus on areas that you would like information on. So I won't go down any pathways that you don't want to know about. I'm not bringing over any loved ones for you because I don't feel like that's what you need right now. We can talk about anything and everything. Everything that happens in this session stays in this session. It's like Vegas. So, if you don't want me to share stuff with your mom, then this is your sacred time, right? Just like seeing a therapist, just like seeing a priest, actually, without the ickiness of a priest. So, cool. That being said, we can focus on any area of your life that you're just going, I'm not sure about this, or I'm not sure about this, or what the fuck was that about, or clarity, insights, guidance, or let's just have a chat. So, do you have any ideas coming into this of what you'd like some information on, or what this is all about, or?
No, not really. I was in the middle of something out when Mum said, I'll get you one from Ada, and I'm like, okay, get me one. So no, I don't know. You can talk about work. I've got new job, so
we can start there.
pardon?
We can start there.
Start there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Mum told me that you had a new job, but she said it was all very secretive and hush hush, so she couldn't tell me what it was. But it was, and I'm like, okay, full respect to it. It sounded very, and the sense that I get, it's federal layer. So stuff that happens that for not necessarily secrecy, but for privacy and for protection is what I'm getting a sense of that it's about. And knowing that, when you've got a son in I was going to say in armed forces, well, there's a lot of already secrecy in the family where things can be kept quite isolated. Okay, so the new job, in terms of what I'm getting a sense of, I feel like it's a really good move for you. I feel like you're also still just finding your feet with it. I don't know how long you've been there. I'm getting a sense that it's only kind of new within the last 6 to 8 weeks. Timeframes is what that's coming through. But I am just getting a sense that it's going to be really, really good for you. Not only will it give you a bit more financial security, I feel like you were in healthcare before, weren't you? Like aged care or healthcare, or I feel like you're in, there's going to be some service orientated business.
Definitely service. It was child protection.
Oh, okay. More secretive stuff. Well, I'm going to protect children, right? Where there's a lot of heaviness. And I used to teach martial arts too, so obviously I was Arakan instructor to a lady who used to interview kids and parents for child protection services, and she loved her job, but Jesus, she said some of the stuff she gets to see is just horrendous, right? And it was just very heavy work. This, I feel like this new role for you, whilst it has a strict level of importance, and whilst you get to peek behind the veil. So this is interesting in terms of what you get to do, but it's like you're seeing stuff that not necessarily everybody else gets to see, or you get an awareness of things that are happening and comings and goings, not necessarily national secrets. But I also just feel that some of it may be confronting for you. Some of it just feels like it will be okay. It's not all going to be cloak and daggers. It's not all going to be it's not heavy stuff. it's important, but not necessarily heavy. So I don't think you'll necessarily take all of that work and heaviness home with you. Right now, I feel like your focus is, I need to do some self-nurturing, self-love, and some self-care, because for the last 40 plus years, you have been devoting your life to your children, to your partners, somewhat say to your mother, and all the children, and all of that, all the care that you've done for work in the past. Now it's like this role has a capacity for you to start turning back inward. They're going to need a very strong Linda for this role. You're going to need to show up quite strong in yourself in order to, because I feel like it has the capacity to move up in the world, so to speak. There are several layers in which you can go. So whilst you might be on this, come in as a, like on the floor, walking around, doing, looking, seeing, like there's capacity to grow in it. And I feel like that capacity is going to rapidly move through. And rapid to me is like in the first couple of years of advancing in it, because I feel like you're going to absolutely love it. Not just for the feeling of the importance of now I'm getting you to, like, I feel like you're doing it like a checklist. You're checking things off. So not only just the importance of what you do, but it's going to give you this sense of, I love it. I feel like I'm contributing to my community. I'm keeping everyone safe. Whilst there is I'm seeing a little bit of darkness in around it, I just think like you're going to just confront some shit that's not very nice. And we all get that, I guess, from day to day. We all get to see some, not daily, but I feel like occasionally you'll be like, oh, that's not nice. It's not great. But there's a process in place in which you're going to follow. But then the aftermath is like, okay, I've just seen something that's not very nice. I don't know why death just walked in. So that's very interesting. It just could just be that heaviness of not everything. It's not all love and light. It's not all colorful roses. It's just sometimes there's going to be a little bit of ickiness or something that's not nice to actually physically see or feel. Now it's time for you to really trust your intuition when you step into those roles. So I feel like you turn up to work and it's like, you're going to tune into all of those senses that you had when you were like in the child protection space. It's like you get a sense for people, you get a sense for places, and you get a sense for things. Can't explain it. It looks like a normal thing that's sitting in front of me. Like this looks like a normal bottle, but does it have water in it or does it have something sinister in it? And I feel like you're going to get a sense for that stuff without necessarily having anything like obvious shown at you. That's what you're going to learn to really harness your intuition through this new role. That's going to then filter into every aspect of your life. And this does really come back down to why self-love is so important, or because it gives you self-respect, gives you self-trust, gives you self-confidence. Because it's like, I don't know why I'm getting a sense of, and then the brain will go, oh, there's nothing wrong. It's just lovely. And so it's just going to go, look, if I'm getting a sense, I need to tune into it, because every time I get that same sense, it's been a warning light for me. So this role is going to be really good for you. Not only is it, I feel like it's kind of like a stable income. So obviously turn up, I don't know how different that was to your last role, but turn up, get paid, come home. Not a lot of outside hours stuff, I don't feel. Not saying it's not shift work, because I feel like there's a potential to work random hours, though I do feel like you've got set hours. So that's interesting. I just see sometimes it might be like, I just feel like it's dark outside. So it could be like early mornings, like ships coming in at 3 a.m. or like stuff at 8 o'clock at night that you may need to attend to. So there's that capacity to move through soon. I feel like you're going to get a lot of responsibility very, very quickly in this role. So it's just stuff that will just present itself over time. You're going to make a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of camaraderie in this role where you get to rely upon and trust your colleagues, and they in turn will require to rely upon and trust you. So I'm getting, I don't know why federal keeps coming up, because they're just showing me someone who I know worked in federal police protection. He was very high up, did a lot of secret shit. So they're just showing me that level. Because you just you rely on your teammates a lot, because there's just that support that when someone says something's going down, you just protect each other. little bit like, armed forces, I guess. So there's a little bit of that requirement in this role. You're going to build some really beautiful friendships, some really beautiful bonds, some really beautiful relationships at work. So I feel like they're going to become quite solid. Not necessarily outside friendly, but certainly there's a deep level of trust. And they just showed me like the police force. You just get a partner and it's very much that deep level of trust. It's going to be so good for you on so many levels. One, for your confidence, for your career, for your pathway. I feel like it's going to produce pathways. And then there seems to be like interdepartmental movings around. So whilst you may start here, I feel like it can link off into other departments and other spaces. So it has massive potential to move through. It's definitely your time. Definitely your time. And I also get a sense that it's going to help you, and this is really interesting to say this, like grow as a person. It's like, I'm already like 50, like I'm 50, like I've already grown up, but I feel that it's going to give you this new level of confidence, enforcement, empowerment, that you're not going to take shit anymore, which is going to be really nice, which is really good. And I feel like that's going to be very rapid, like in the next 6 months. So it will just demand a new level of respect. And I'm feeling like from the men in your life. So there comes in your children, right? They're going to go, you're just not going to take any shit from them anymore. They're going to step up. And I know that you've got great boys, but we've all, I don't have children, but boys can be boys. I have 3 older brothers. I get it. And they have their own stuff, but it just feels like that where you once kind of went, oh, look, I just need to make peace because I have enough shit going on at work. I don't need to bring this shit home and have this. I feel like it's this whole another level of evolution for you. It's like, I'm strong enough now that I'm not going to take shit for anybody. You've got this new level of confidence and empowerment and this like strength within you, resilience within you that is not going to take shit from anyone. And then your boys are going to have to step up and show up. And not just your boys, but also your partner. Which is nice. Work feels good for you. You already kind of know that. It's like
it's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's they've been really open to people, of our generation, basically. And I know I'm older than you, but these are of our generation who want that tree change type thing. We've done that for so long. It was just like, I want something really different. And they've there's a lot of us actually. There's at least, I don't know, I'd say a third to maybe dear. Not my dog. My son and his partner are here. So yeah, they've been really open to that. The next intake after us, there's 2 of us at the same age in this one. And there's others who have, there's only 2 babies in the intake and they are young. Just you can see the difference in the generation. They just totally constantly on the chats boxes and you're like, stop now. Let's concentrate, let's focus. But other than that, everything you've said is exactly what I've encountered. Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, pleasure. And there's nothing that, like, some roles just need that real world experience. And I feel like this is one of them. They need the mature people with a level head that have seen life, that aren't going to be snowflakes when shit hits the fan.
Right? Thank you. Yes, well, we've got 2 of those little precious ones, but that's okay. That's life, isn't it? You've got to take the best of the barrel. I mean, they're smart. They're just young and snowflake, flaky. Yeah, flaky comes.
They'll either have to grow up rapidly or leave, I feel, which is fine. So then it just also shows that recruitment will go, well, we actually just need people who are clear, responsible, mature, like-minded.
Yes, emotionally stable and intelligent. Yes, not just intelligent.
Yeah. Not just book smart. They need real world smart, right?
Yeah.
So it says a lot. Because you can't chat GPT everything, right? You can't Dr. Google everything, right? So nice. I saw something the other day. It was like look after your health now, because the next generation of doctors are using ChatGPT to go through their exams, and you're like, oh my God, that's so true. Like,
Oh,
we just
Lord.
don't need that. Look up.
We don't.
No.
Ah, sorry, Ada.
Yeah, you're good. Dog, I can see the dog running around in the background.
Ah, I don't know if they need a wee. They probably need a wee. We've had a little visitor today, who won't seem to go away, little red belly black. So I can't really let them out at the moment. Normally I'd just go, fine, go have a wee. I'm just going to go out for a... Keep talking to me.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything else, like any other area of your life? We've kind of touched on work. You kind of get a sense of where that's going. I'm glad it resonated. Anything else? Any other area? Anything life happening? Health, wealth, happiness, love?
Yeah, health, wealth, happiness, love. Yeah.
As you've walked away, the connection just... I don't know if I've lost you.
Anything comes to your mind, go for it. Just
sorry, baby. Just
checking my little
visitors
visitors not here.
Sorry, Anne, can you repeat that?
Just
You just
3 times, 3 or 4 times, 30 seconds to go, because it was so quite too far from the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Can you see me? Hang on, I'm a bit
That's
closer
better.
now.
Yeah, okay.
All right, snake
Cool.
looks a bit better.
Okay,
I'll just let them out a couple at a time to go for a wee.
all right, perfect.
All right, Rosie, wee. Come on, wee. Everybody's left me to talk to you with privacy. Now the dogs, of course, need a wee. Go to wee.
Timing.
Go to wee.
All right. What was the next area of focus, my love? Because you broke up and I couldn't quite hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all of it. You tell me what's coming to you.
Okay.
You tell me whatever's coming to you.
Perfect. Health, wealth, and love are coming through massively, because I think work was the top one. And when I was tuning into you earlier, it's like, okay, health is always our greatest wealth. So that's coming in. Money, I feel like, will start to flow with this new job anyway, and some other responsibilities that are coming through for you, and also relationships. So let's get on to your health. I feel like that has been challenged in recent times. Not that I know anything about what's been going on for you, because your mother doesn't share that stuff with me. She's really good in that it's yours and it's for you to share. So I feel that's interesting. I feel like you've been through menopause. Okay. So that's not something that's coming up for you at the moment. So now I love this energy. This is that strong energy of when a woman goes through that cycle of life, it's reclaiming her power. All right. So now it's time for you to reclaim your power, not just hormonally, but mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and sexually. Now it's time for you to own you. This is time for you to reclaim Linda. What does Linda want? Who is Linda? So this new job is going to give you the confidence to step up into that role and be seen as all that you are and all that you do. Now it's time for you to focus on your health. So the cutting of the hair was as funny as it was, as you're saying, oh, it didn't quite go to plan. It's actually a really good way for you to release everything up into that moment and to start fresh and new. So this is all about you coming into your power. So for your health, I feel like I'm not getting a great sense of anything untoward, though I do feel like you've had some issues in the past. I'm getting a little bit of womb discomfort, and for some reason, like, my breasts are really tender and sore right now. So very, feminine energies of we've had some stuff going on in our bodies. And I also get a great sense of change recently in terms of the way you're moving and the way you're like your health and diet. So I feel for you, I still get a great sense of movement, needing to do some movement in your body, which will ease your joints. And I'm getting a lot of lower back pressure from you. So it could be, I don't get a sense that, because you're not lazy by far. It's not who you are. But the back pressure, I feel, is not just related to your job. Whenever we get a sore lower back or a lot of lower back pressure, metaphorically or metaphysically speaking, it's related to not feeling safe, supported, nurtured, and protected. externally by loved ones, family, external forces. We can make that feel safe for ourselves, and then it starts to ease. But when we start to go, boys aren't pulling their weight around the house, I'm not getting enough money, I'm feeling a bit stressed and supported, that is your lower back giving way. So the way that we strengthen and support it is like, got to look after yourself first and foremost. Again, the self-love and the self-care and the self-nurturing. For you, I feel like it's getting back in touch with your feminine energy will definitely help. So put on some music and dance. No one has to see you. No one has to care. And it will feel really awkward to start with. I know when I went through my embodiment phase, like I'd have music on and I would barely be moving. I'd be like, yeah, just moving like in my chair. No, it's not until you reconnect with your body. Now it's for you to come back into this divine body that is yours and start making love to it. Start loving every single inch of it exactly as it is. And then watch the pain and the discomfort. And I don't know why my shoulder's starting to ache. I feel like you're just carrying the burden or have carried everyone's burden for a very long time, as you do when you're a mother. Carry your sons, look after your mother. You've got relationship stuff, all the children that you've had to look after the last however many decades. It's time to let all that go. And we do that through movement. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to run, you don't have to go to the gym. I don't feel like anything's that fun. Arikam is fun because you get to hit shit and you get to put someone's face on it, right? But it's a very masculine energy. And then we often need to set back into our feminine to release this. So dancing is just a great way of being able to release this. Walks are a great way of just giving it back to earth and walking it off. And they don't have to be long, 20 minutes, half an hour, 5 song tracks, just some form of movement. Put some music on while you're cleaning around the house and turn it into a labor of love. Turn it into loving this divine body, because we're so conditioned as women to go too fat, too skinny, too short, too tall. You're never going to be perfect in terms of society because there's no such thing, right? Even as, women, we're so conditioned to not like ourselves or other women as well. So we're just going to start giving that shit away. We're going to start to love every single inch. So every time you look in the mirror, you're going to say, I love you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch how much more empowered you'll feel, how your body will start to respond, and how you'll be able to digest your food so much more easily. Yeah. Because a lot of your digestion issues aren't as a result of the food you're eating. It's being challenged to process the shit that's happening in and around your world in the physical realm. Your life experiences, your partner, your children, work. Not being happy in those environments or happy with those encounters makes our food challenged to digest. I've been a gluten-free vegan for 30 years. Like, I get it. I was celiac since I was 15, right? Lactose or dairy intolerant, cow milk allergy forever since I was born. And being able to transition out of that is because we've got to love and nurture this body. It's not being able to process life, because we process food, and food is life. And when we have any health concern or condition, it's a reflection of our emotions. So I know that you may have heard that, pain and discomfort and dis-ease in our body is trapped emotions. And it's like, well, that seems a bit far-fetched. The moment you start to lean into your emotions and allow them to feel and rewire the mind and the heart and the body, watch how your body changes. And I've seen this from my own personal experience with my body versus how, some of my other students as well. Like, I was anemic, severely anemic for 6 years. I've always had this low iron deficiency, right? And then I got severely anemic, and I had to go see an oncologist. He was convinced it was cancer. So I'm like, it's not. I can feel that in my body. It's not. We just went through, I was a pincushion for 2 solid years, going through every orifice and every part of me is searching for cancer. I'm like, it's not cancer. So 2 years later, they're like, it's not cancer. We don't know why you're so anemic. Like, they would be pumping in iron infusions every 4 months. I'd be going for 4 a year. And they're like, this is insane. People on cancer and who have, can't remember the liver, he was almost a hematologist. It's like, people with this don't have this condition. I'll give them 1 or 2 maximum. Never had anyone with 4 a year for 5 years. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, well, why am I, what's wrong with the iron? What's iron about? What's my blood about? It's about enjoying life, right? Okay, I got to the root cause. I haven't had an issue since. The following year, I had my last iron infusion. He tracked it every 3 months like he did. Because, oh, what's happening? Nothing's changed. Still vegan, still gluten-free. Nothing, like I went back to eating meat for a year because he was convinced it was my diet. Well, it wasn't my diet because that should have changed after a year, didn't. So what it's showing you is, or what it showed me was that it's a metaphysical thing. So all the science and all the doctors were like, what's wrong? Can't find it. What's the energy behind it? And the trapped emotion was, I wanted to leave the planet. Wasn't happy, right? Wrong relationship, work was shit, life was shit, husband was shit at the time. Changed all of those things, got my health back, vibrant health since, never had an issue with iron since, and I do not take supplements. Don't take anything. I just eat healthy food, right? So anything that's, any emotions that are in your body or any pain, discomfort, disease that are in your body that you're feeling at the moment is due to some, and people don't usually like to hear, there's some trapped emotion or some trauma that's trapped in our body. The cool thing is we can just go, oh, fuck, that was so long ago. I don't need to hold on to that anymore. I'm ready to let that go. Or I'm ready to, now that work, got a great new job, feeling so much safe, supported, getting great reviews at work. People love me. I'm feeling really comfortable. Your back will start to ease. The more that you feel safe in your own body, the back will start to ease. Your health will start to become more vibrant again. Your skin will glow. And yes, it's not just all about the job. It's not just all about the food we eat, but it's also about the relationships we keep. All of them. Friends, family, loved ones, lovers. So I feel like getting a sense that you've done some changes in around your diet already. So now it's like, love your body, your amazing freaking body for exactly as it is. You don't need to be smaller, bigger, taller, shorter, nothing. Just love it for exactly as it is. Just lean into it. I know that we may not always like it, but we absolutely must love it. Yeah, just like anything. So love your body. I feel I see you eating, like I'm just getting, they're showing me like cornucopia of garden vegetables. I'm getting a lot of vegetables. I feel like you just need to incorporate a little bit more lemon juice on your vegetables because it just helps the absorption of all of the phytonutrients from vegetables.
Okay.
Any vegetables that you are eating, what would be really, okay, this is what happens and comes into sometimes it's like, okay, some diet changes. I don't feel like necessarily a lot of changes for your diet, though I do see you eating a lot less meat. So I feel like your gut's easing up and it's not necessarily feeling so, doesn't feel like it's working so hard. A little bit of lemon juice and a bit of water first thing in the morning before anything else will be like a gentle detox for your body. And it will just purge anything that's in it. And then you'll naturally go to the bathroom. And then you can have your morning coffee and stuff afterwards. Try that for like a month. It's not a lot. Squeeze lemon, like just a shot. So you don't even have to taste it. Give that and then a glass of water for the next couple of weeks at least. I feel like it's going to give your body that gentle detox. And it's going to give you, aside from like, contrary to popular belief, lemon's actually not acidic when it hits the gut. That's actually quite alkalining. And I feel that you're a little bit acidic, probably just from years of eating a lot of like red meat, which is nothing wrong with that. Just until we know better, we do better. It would just help to alkaline the body. And once it hits the gut, it turns into alkaline. It helps with the digestive juices. It starts the digestion going. So even if you're choosing to fast or not fast, it just triggers and it triggers the kidney stones. Not kidney stones because you don't have them, but just triggers the kidney to start detoxifying in the liver because that's their job, right? Kidney does triggers adrenaline, your balances your fight, flight, freeze energies and emotions, and then the liver detoxes. So it will just help with all of that. A little bit of lemon first thing in the morning.
Okay.
So you don't have to eat so many vegetables. If you just want to get a green powder and just mix it into a smoothie or something, or just, you don't have to, but they just showed me a green powder. And Aldi do a really cheap one. Apparently it's phenomenal. I mean, I've bought a big bag that I've had for a long time. But one of my other clients said she got hers from Aldi and she loves it. It's a teaspoon in a glass of water. You can get flavored ones or unflavored, or stick it in a juice or a coffee or something. She says it's fantastic. Okay. How are your joints? I'm feeling a little bit of pressure in my knees.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
I think I've married up a couple of food triggers on that. So there's been a lot less since I've.
Cool. Perfect. I do get a sense that you are still going to need a little bit of meat or some form of collagen producing nutrients, protein, to help with your blood, bones, and joints. Whether you choose to do that in a supplement form, they're just showing me MSM, or whether you're going to do a protein shake, or whether you're going to eat a bit of cow occasionally. But I feel like the way that you've cleaned up your diet is phenomenal. Are you eating tofu? I can taste it right now, which is really interesting. Okay. So great phytonutrients, phytoestrogens, but I don't feel like it's good for you every day. Yeah. So maybe just a couple of serves of that a week. Because I know that funny that, I was going to say, when we go vegetarian, we start to use that in place of where we would use meat. I'm feeling like I feel like for you, just monitor your body's responses once you're eating. You've already just said that you've changed some stuff in your diet, which is making your knees and stuff feel better already. Start doing that with every meal. It's like, all right, how am I feeling after that? Not just about tiredness. How's your body responding? Because I feel like too many legumes for you is not going to be great either. I just got a sense of if I eat too many like chickpeas and beans and stuff, I feel like that's too much for my body. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
A blow up.
Yeah. Okay. They're not your thing. I don't have that problem. Everyone goes, oh, they always fart after eating beans. And like, I don't have that problem because obviously maybe just my heritage with being Spanish, we eat a lot of beans. I don't have that problem, which is great. But if you're having that problem, it's just not your thing. Yeah. Just not your thing. So just be mindful of that. But I do get a little bit of sense of a little bit of meat occasionally for you would be really good. Maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks. But the changes that you're already making are making you feel so much lighter. And I feel like your gut's really good. I also get a great sense that you need cooked food predominantly. Is a lot easier for your body to digest versus raw foods. Not everyone can eat a raw food diet, or a lot of salads. I feel like you need mostly cooked, tiny bit of raw, if that's what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I feel like your body just likes easy digestible foods so that it doesn't have to, it's not working so hard to process them. So just see how you feel around that. If you're interested, we could have a look at your doshas and stuff, and that will make it very evident, but it's just stuff that's coming through. So we're just learning to trust our body and its responses and not doing what someone externally or following the next fad diet's telling us. Keto doesn't work for everybody. Like vegetarian or a vegan diet doesn't work for everybody. Carnivore doesn't work for everybody. So just go, okay, where am I finding my balance with this, all of that? I've tried them all. So you've just got to work. And then you just pick out and go, okay, a little bit of this feels good. This isn't working for me. This feels good. And it will change obviously with seasons. We've got to live more seasonally. Not that we get a lot of seasons in Queensland, but compared to other states or other countries. But yeah, we're a little bit more stable. We're so blessed that we can eat pretty much, we have the same food all year round, but trust your body. We're just learning to trust your body a lot more.
Yeah.
I really get a sense that for the next 6 to 12 months, your health is going to go like this because you're going to be much happier at work. So you're already getting that lift with, yeah, work feels good. And then you'll start to just tune into yourself and your ability to tune in, your intuition or your gut, more so in the next few. So I always look off when I'm seeing. I'm such a visual person. So if I'm looking off, it's because I'm just staring at a blank wall that enables me to see the video of your life.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
All right. That was health. That was big.
It has been big in the past. It feels like it's settling down.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. And like you said, all the changes that you've been making lately and recently, sometimes it feels like we've been just doing it constantly for years, but it's just changing from what we're following the next fad diet or the next diet along the line to actually just what my body wants and just trusting that feedback and falling in love with your body.
Yes. Yes. You get to a certain age where you're like, you know what? I think this is just me. It's just me.
Yeah. And how good is that?
Yeah.
And we do that at a certain
that,
age.
that's okay. It really is okay.
Yeah. Perfect. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. For some reason, you boys have come in, and I feel like they're going through some changes and things. Okay, this is interesting. So I know one's obviously in armed forces or ADF or whatever you call it. Not necessarily army, but we know what that means. The armed forces. I feel like he's on the right path. He's doing great. He's grown up heaps because of it. I feel like he's continuing on it. And I also get a great sense that this could very much be a career pathway for him. I feel like there's a trajectory for him that he could just be in it forever. Because I know that not everyone does. Some people go in there for like 5 to 10 years and then they come out and they're like, now I'm going to be a tradie or do whatever. I feel like this for him, it's got this massive career projection of being a career what do you call it? Military person, right? He could just be in it forever. Your other boy, I feel like I'm getting a little bit lost. I'm still looking around, deciding what to do with myself. Haven't found my calling. Don't want to follow my brother's footsteps. Not my thing, though some of it looks pretty cool.
Yes. Yes, totally. Yes.
He hasn't found his thing.
Gonna do it in his own time. He's just been that type of child from when he was born.
Yeah. And I also get a great sense it's finding a male mentor for him that he can look up to is someone who's just doesn't matter what they do, they just absolutely freaking love it and they're in it and it's great for them. And I feel like, and I get a sense that it's going to be later this year. So give him another year. I know you're like, oh my God, another year. But what's another year in terms of the rest of his life? So try not to stab him too soon. I feel like by the end of this year, I feel like he's going to go, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go do this. And you're like, finally, but in a great sense of a good go. It's going to be like, oh yeah, I actually feel like this is really good for you. And it's something that he's not chasing because it's fun or it just feels like he's found his calling. But I'm getting a sense that something that's going to be uncovered in the next 6 months. He can't Google this. He can't search for this. It's not a quick win. It's not a quick fix. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's something that's
he's been looking at those.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be more of it's a slow, steady, found someone who's strong, grounded, has a projection. It may even be an apprenticeship of some sort. Don't know whether he's going to follow his brother at the end of the day, but they're just saying give him another 6 months. This is kind of like his winter. The next 6 months will be, well, we are kind of flowing into winter. Then it will be like the switch. It's not going to be a light bulb moment one day, like, hey, I'm healed, I'm ready to go. It's going to be this gradual thing for him, but he'll know it and he'll see it.
God, yes, I need that. He needs that.
He needs that.
All his friends have found the pathway and he hasn't. And it's a case of bite tongue. You'll get it, darling. And then, the quick rich schemes and, whatever I can do to work from home. And I'm like, please, baby. Wow, okay. So how's that going to work?
Yeah.
Where's the money going to come from for that?
Yeah, just from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, right? This just, yeah. And it does because, money is just all zero numbers on a computer screen these days, right? We don't have a lot of cash circulating. However, there's got to be some form of exchange. So get rich quick schemes are scams, no such thing, as you well know. But he'll find it. I feel like he'll find not find it, I feel like it will find him. Something that's going to be this beautiful progression.
Thank you. That's what we need.
Yeah. That's all they're giving me. They're not, the thing is, this is the thing, is if we go, oh, it's this, then he'll jump too soon and it falls apart. And then it's like, oh, so they're just saying he's got to find his own way. That's how it is with boys. That's how it is with men. That's how we all are. We don't like things. We've got to find our own way because we appreciate it more because we've done the work to attain it. That's what it will be with him. Another 6 months. So that's good. I'm hearing around September. Great. I think just as your mum moves into doing her volunteering with, not the Navy, is it? Is she going to the, oh, she's going near water. I'm just seeing her near water, funnily enough. So that's interesting, whatever. But give it another 6 months. I feel some shifts and changes for him. His gut came up earlier. Like I feel he's retracted, isolated. He's stuck himself at home. He loves being home, by the way, because it's great. Doesn't have to do anything and everything's done for him. And yes, occasionally he might have to go dig a hole or clean his room. It's not a lot of work. I get a sense that his gut issues are predominantly from him like being in his head. So I feel like he's also got a lot of gut stuff going on. And yes, sometimes they say it comes down through the family, through mama, through you, through his son, his father potentially, though I don't feel like he drinks. He drinks a lot. His father?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure the time that I've been him or anything, he's totally anti-alcohol. His brother's certainly a bit more of a drinker.
Then who's the drinker that's around him?
Boy.
There's someone who drinks a lot around him.
Oh, good God, that could be my partner.
Oh, okay. Okay. So let's not confuse partner with father of the, like, son.
Yes.
Yeah, father and son.
An Irishman, born and bred and totally alcohol dependent.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, he's next. So we'll get on to him in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just feel like your son's quite an incredible empath. He's quite sensitive and he absorbs all of that energy, which is why he sometimes has a little bit of gut stuff going on. Once he comes into his own man, when he gets out of the house and starts doing his own thing and living his own life, and like that will be a lot of that I feel will ease. He's very conscious of what he eats because of all those gut things, which is not a bad thing because at least he doesn't eat shit then. But it will also okay. He's just sensitive. He needs to, he'll grow out of it in terms of become quite strong and resilient in himself, that they'll start to ease. So he'll manage it in the meantime. Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
Oh, got a question for you, if that's all right. The oldest, the career military, there's an impact on his attention. I wanted him to try a gluten-free diet too, because my youngest is gluten-free and doing much better. I am gluten-free and doing much better. Ours isn't as much gut, but there is the impact from that. But mostly it's our head, as in our sinuses block up and we get... We can describe it as migraines, but it is just a massive impact on our ability to think clearly.
Yep.
The oldest is still not, how do you say, accepting of even trying a couple of weeks off gluten, but we're getting there. It may not be, but can you pick up anything about his, let's say, lack of attention or inability to focus? 100%.
And I'm feeling it as the toxins in the wheat. 100%. Yeah. Like it's very, very clear to me that is the issue with his cognitive function. It doesn't just affect our gut. It affects our health. It affects your immune system. So when you are not eating, when you are eating gluten and you have an intolerance to it, you don't have to be allergic to it, but if you have an intolerance to it, it affects your immune system, it affects your gut, it affects your health of your skin. You see it in your eyes, your vision is blurred, your head is cloudy, you can't process as quickly. Like, it affects so much more than just our gut. I know immediately the moment I've had gluten, even if it's a touch of soy on my food, I get a rash in my mouth, my lymph nodes flare up, and I get a rash in my belly. And then you get the symptoms for the next 3 days. Thankfully, it's so rare. For him, I get a sense of, yeah, God. Also, because he's in the military, he doesn't always get to control what he eats, right? However, I do get a great sense of this is not new to them. They're not going to call you a snowflake. I feel like he doesn't want to be different. Certainly not in the squad room, because that will kind of get him, picked on, for want of a better word, though I do get a great sense it's not like it used to be. There's more respect and awareness around this. So if he says to them, can't eat wheat, been diagnosed as celiac or gluten intolerant, they just go, all right, we'll just amend your diet. That just means you can't eat a few things. So if he could just even reduce it while he's at home, when he comes home for the couple of weeks, and just go, how you feeling? And just be aware. It's like, it will make him, but the kids just don't think it. They just push through and they're like, I don't get it. But if you track it, if you just go, I track this, then, you will be able to track this. You can see when your son's moods, even when they eat something when they shouldn't, and then like it's massive, right? Oh yeah, it's incredibly obvious that is what's spiking his mood. His I'm just, whenever, like, as you can see, I'm even struggling because I'm tuning into him right now. Like, I feel pressure here. It's blocking my third eye, which just, it's like that headache that you said. It just clouds over. I'm getting this pain in the back of my head, and now I just want to go to sleep. I'm feeling really heavy and I can't even talk and I'm exhausted. How much more energy would you have for work and training if you didn't eat it? And
I'm going to try. Still trying.
Yeah.
He's going to come home for a few days for Easter, because he will get a gluten-free, even lactose-free diet here to try and just clear him up a little bit. He's just pushing and fighting, and you're right. It's going to take a bit, but he's getting there.
And the thing is, he's just pushing and fighting himself. It's like, well, how are you feeling the day you walk in? And let's just see how you feel 3 days later. Look, it does take a good 4 weeks for the villi and your gut to be repaired, right? We get that, but it will be a massive difference in that time frame. And if he's there 2 weeks, then fuck, man, he'll feel like so much, and he'll go, oh, it's because I've rested. No, it's because you've rested and eaten really well and you're home. So if we could try and get him to just be mindful while he's at home, at least, or when you're eating out, yes, of course, it will be a little bit more challenging, because then you're going to have to order gluten-free food. It means you can still have your steak and chips if that's what you want at a pub meal. You just can't have the schnitzel. And a lot of places do now have gluten-free stuff. So
it's getting better.
Yeah.
Vegan is still difficult, but it's getting better. Gluten-free vegan is near impossible.
There you go. Yeah. You can always get, and I just traveled 3 months last year. You can get gluten-free sometimes. You can get vegan sometimes, the two together. Here's some carrot and celery.
Yeah.
Like, where's my food? Yeah. So much more challenging. Yeah.
All the fruit. Thanks.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Asia don't do fruit and they don't do vegetables. So
great.
Really interesting. Bali does, Vietnam does, but Malaysia, no. Their vegetable is a bit of capsicum chopped up in your meat or eggs.
Oh God, really?
Yeah. So difficult. Or everything's just rice. That's all we've got for you is a bowl of rice. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it steamed at least?
Yeah, just steamed plain rice. They do that at least. Sometimes they put butter on it, so you got to tell them like, just steamed plain rice. It's boring as shit. Fun times. Yeah, it'll be really great if you can monitor it. Okay. See how you go.
It's called the mummy nag.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, just see how you feel. Yeah. it would really help. He's the one with the girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I feel like she could benefit from it as well. I mean, everybody could, to be honest. Let's face it, the wheat in Australia is just fucked and genetically modified. But if she reduces it, I feel like she'll also have a lot more energy. And then when they do want to conceive in a couple of years, she'll have no issue, because I feel like she's got a few hormonal problems now. She's way too young to have them. She has a lot of PMS. She has a lot of mood swings. And a lot of that is contributed to her diet. So
good. She's more on board than he is, so that will help.
Yeah. And then it might be like, oh, then both of you can just adopt it. And it's easy these days. Fuck, it's so easy these days.
I know. 30 years ago, not so much. No.
30 years ago, not so much. Yeah, perfect. Right. Boys are good. Your partner keeps coming in terms of they're wanting to express. So let me just share what I'm feeling or hearing about him. He's not serving you. And you know this. Yeah. You get to choose what you want, right? I'm just reflecting on you, what you already know and what you're feeling. What I'm feeling right now is I'm almost what's not the word argumentative? I'm being it'll come in a second. I'm feeling self-conscious. I don't feel loved. I'm getting a sense of like, I'm literally looking around going, well, what the fuck do you do here? I'm getting defensiveness. What's that? Like, I'm getting a lot of retaliation. So it's interesting. I can't even put it's just an interesting energy to feel, because I haven't felt this for a long time. So what they're saying basically, my love, is you have the power of choice. Now that you're coming back into you, loving you again, stepping into your empowerment, this role with work is going to make you feel so fucking good about yourself, should you let it, because you absolutely deserve to feel good. You absolutely do deserve to feel empowered, strong, forthwith, and not from a space of, I don't need no man. This is more about fucking love myself. Like, this is great. I've got a beautiful home. I've got great fucking kids. They're not ex-murderers. I did all right? You're doing good. There's this, and like, okay, maybe it's the Irish. And I've not met an Irishman that has not respected a woman, but I'm getting a bit of disrespect from him, or I'm not getting a lot of respect from him, to say it differently. This is like, I'm getting a veil placed in front of me, so something is being hidden. So it might just be his nature. Like you said, if he drinks a little bit, then someone who doesn't like to feel his emotions, when he does communicate, it's argumentative, it's quite abrupt and rash, and you've just taken that that's the Irishman. And whilst that may have been attractive at the beginning because the accent can be quite sexy, or there was this nice energy, oh my God, I feel like you have settled, you have resolved that there's maybe this is as good as it gets. I'm too old to be on the market now looking for a new relationship. Don't want to have to go through this shit all over again. I'm feeling a bit despondent, going, and now I'm arguing with myself. Oh, it's not so bad. Really, he's a good guy deep down. And I'm sure he absolutely is. And I'm sure he has his great points. What I'm not getting a sense of, that he's serving you. And I mean that with great love and respect. It feels like you guys are now roommates, and not even great roommates. It's more like family that you just bicker with constantly. And there's no great harmony. So the one thing that they want to clarify is, we understand that when you've been in a relationship for a little while, it's not all, romance and roses, and we get that. Though I don't feel like there was a lot of that in the beginning either. I get a sense of, because you're very practical. I don't need flowers and I don't need gifts. And it's like, oh, but you don't need it. But someone honors you in so much a way that you feel appreciated and you are the gift. Right? And I'm getting a sense that I'm not feeling that from them. So, they're showing me him walking in. First thing he does, goes to the fridge, grabs a bottle, drinking. And then it's like, then the tension's on the moment I'm hearing the car in the driveway. So I'm like, oh, well, that's a bit, I don't want to live like that. But you're also getting a sense of, oh, maybe that's just because I've already had a relationship with the boy's father, right? And I'm seeing a couple of relationships there. So, which is fine because, we get to this age, we've had a couple of relationships, right? And maybe more. So it's like, oh, I don't want to have to go through this again. So you're settling with what is, even though your body's miserable, your intuition is miserable, your heart is just gone, all right, well, I'm not giving myself any love. I've got my dogs, my kids to love, right? I'm just going to give my love to whoever wants it, but there isn't this deep sense of, there may have been care and affection to start with, and there may have been love at the beginning, absolutely, but it's gone into this sense of, I'm going to say decline. And no, not all relationships have to be that way, right? Not all relationships end up in that space. I've met a couple of relationships where they've been 30 years together and they're just beautiful, respectful. She can't hide shit from me. And there's always been this mutual love and respect. Perfect. And harmony. So the least that we desire is love, respect, and harmony. I thought I could do without the others. I just wanted respect. No, you can't live without those three things: love, respect, and harmony, appreciations desired, and just general gratefulness and gratitude. I was going to say he's been living rent-free, but that's not true. Just what they said. It's like, he's been living rent-free at your home and he's getting all of this for fucking nothing, and he gets you as well. Though as soon as that came in, it's like, oh, that's not true. I feel like he contributes to a certain degree. He contributes, and I'm hearing the least amount, or what, like the bare minimum is what they're saying. So it's just a matter of like, well, is this what this is a good question. Is this something that I want for the rest of my life? Do I want to continue to feel this way, be treated this way, or treat someone else this way for the rest of my life? You don't have to answer that to me. That's just self-reflection, right? I'm already like, my whole body just shut down when I said that, and I'm getting a sense of fuck no. But what else is there? And then my human comes in and goes, well, what else is there? Like, look at me. Like, is this as good as it gets? Look at my age. Look at like, it's not. It absolutely is not. The choice is yours. They are saying it's time to, however, set boundaries in terms of, I want love, I want respect. The moment you step into this, because you're becoming so much more empowered outside of the home, you want to bring that energy into the home. The moment you start loving yourself to the full capacity, and that's not selfish, that's essential, that love will just strew out into your home and into work, and you just get this sense of, I'm just loving and lovable. Once you know that deep in your soul, because you are, because you're a child of the cosmos, of course you are. It's just what we're all gifted with. We're all lovable and we're all loving. It's just who we are at our base core. When we desire to be treated a certain way, and you wouldn't accept that treatment from a fucking stranger, then why would you accept it from someone who's supposed to be your life partner, right? So it's just saying, I'm desiring this level of respect and love in return. This is how I desire to be treated. And I'm already getting kickback. I can't say that because I already know what's coming at me. And he's not going to talk. He doesn't like talking. He's an Irishman, let alone a man. He's not going to talk. But I get a sense that it's essential for you to that's what I mean by boundaries. It's like, I just want some more respect. I want some more help. I want some more love. And it doesn't have to be fucking romance and sex every night. I'm not saying. I'm just saying this level of appreciation, gratitude, respect. Okay. Something that just keeps coming in, and I'm going to have to ask it, is he seeing someone else? Just something for you to be reflective of. That just broke my heart, and I'm about to burst into tears. But it's not that he's finding better, because I just get a sense of he's, sorry, my love, I've just got to tell you exactly what I'm feeling. And this could all be bullshit, so you can just take it with a pinch of salt. But I'm getting a sense that he's already looking elsewhere, that he's, I keep hearing the word stepping out. So that's an unusual, old-fashioned term for, yeah. It may just be chatting at this stage. It may just be a flirtation at this stage. He has a wandering eye, which is what I'm hearing. And being an Irishman, he can definitely turn on the charm when he wants something, needs something. Just something for you to just go, all right, I need to lift the veil and just take a step back and just see for myself. Prove me wrong, please, please. And then allow yourself to just see what's there. Because if there's anything that's, because again, I just feel like I'm already reinforcing stuff that you've been feeling. And you've been blaming yourself because you don't feel lovable. You are like not happy with the way you look, you think, you feel, whatever. It's all bullshit, by the way. You absolutely are beautiful. You have so much going for you, right? When we attract someone who respects us, who loves us, who puts up with us in the most perfect sense, when we find our weirdo who just matches us, right? It's really fucking cool. I'm getting a sense that there's a little mix match there. It's been on the cards for a couple of years now, and you've been seeing it for the couple of years where there's not been a lot of harmony, or there's been a little bit more at it for the last couple of years, and you've just been resolved as, oh, well, this is just it. I also get a sense that he's very comfortable. He gets to pick and choose and do what he wants when he wants, to some degree. There's a little bit of flexibility. And I don't mean like he's not like you two have an agreement, because I don't believe you two are open relating, which means you can both sleep with whoever you want. I don't believe that that's who you are. But I get a sense that I just feel like he just disappears, and then I don't know where he is. Is he at work? And that's not like me. All right. Like, so this is interesting energy that's coming through and picking up. So it's just like, all right, well, and they're also saying it's not for you to then go, I don't want to start tracking, because that's just, I feel like you're a smart fucking woman. You can find out anything you want, but it's not like I want to go through his stuff. I'm not getting that sense. It's like, I'm just going to see what's being presented now. I'm going to take an objective point of view. If this was someone else and I'm looking from an outside view, I just want to see what's being presented. And I feel like things are going to be very, very clear. Should you wish to continue in this relationship, perfect. Then it's like stepping up. Like, I need more support around the house. I want date nights once a week. Nothing wrong with that. And that can just be going for a walk together down the road without the bottle. It's just the two of us, just having a conversation, having a cup of tea on the balcony, and just connecting. What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Let's talk about how was your day? Like, connection. Yeah. Because you don't have anyone that you do that with now. Yeah. I think sometimes you go and tell your mum, like, yeah, today at work was really great. I don't get a sense that your partner asks you about that. And I know that he does, like, I don't want to say tradesman, but I know that he does stuff in and around. And I feel like he comes home and like, oh, I did some stuff today. I dug a hole or whatever, like built a fence or whatever it might have been, or watered some gardens. But it's like, that's to the extent, because he's a bloke. He's also very Irish. Don't know how to talk about my emotions. It's not safe going into them. wasn't taught to. But it's not your job to do that with him either. It's just nice to be able to have open conversations and communication with your partner, and for you to just feel loved, desired, and appreciated in the relationship. I didn't tell you I was brutal, did I? So there's a caveat. It's a bit late. It's just what comes through. And when it comes through, it just comes through so brutally. Like, just be aware. And this is by no means a reflection of you. It just means that, great, our time is, you've been great. It's been lovely. Thanks for the time together. But when you both allow each other to move on, it's like, all right, cool. He goes and finds his best person. You go and find your best person, right? Though I feel like for you, the next 6 months anyway, even should he stay, there's this presence of, I'm just going to work on myself even in this. I'm not going to rely on somebody else's love for me to define who I am. Yeah, because we do that as women, especially. You know, we're made desirable, especially by our partners. And when they don't love us or cuddle us or whatever, we just go, oh, well, maybe it's because I've, gone through menopause and now I've got an extra wrinkle because, I smile too much or whatever. We get made to feel unlovable. We give them that power. So reconnecting with your partner again and finding ways to do that, should you choose to. Right? And that's how to redevelop the relationship. You both want to work on this. It's like couples counseling. Okay, no, I'm already hearing that's a fuck no. He's not even, it's not, you don't have to go to that extent. I'm not saying you do. It's like, but, I want to share with you how I'm feeling. I love my new job and I want to see a career with it. And he's like, not interested. Like, pulls back. It's that outflow. It's like, okay, whatever. I'm getting a great sense that I'm still getting a sense that he's just got a little wandering eye at the moment. Would he leave? He'll only leave if he has somewhere else to go. But there's just something hidden there that I feel like you're already had an inkling from, but pushed it aside. They're just saying it will become very obvious, and I feel like it'll become very obvious in the next few weeks. Stuff is no longer being hidden for long. It'll become unveiled. And it's not like you have to do anything. It's just going to become obvious. Things are going to become untenable at home. Like, I just get a sense that there's suddenly more arguments. There's going to be like conversations. Like, you could just go, oh, where were you today? And it'd be like, boom, argumentative, triggered, activated. It's like, where the fuck did that come from? You could have just told me you were at the Gold Coast. I wasn't asking you like prime details of time, date, where, who. I was just going, where was your day? Like, how was your day? So there are always triggers, or if you applied all that you did and all that protection work that you did and kind of put it back on your home environment, you'd be like, oh, fuck me, it's so obvious. Like, just taking that elevated view. And it's always easier to look from when we're not in it. Sometimes when we're in it, we're like emotionally involved, obviously. And it's like, oh, I didn't want it to be this way. And I would rather it not have been this way for you. But I'm not feeling loved. I'm not feeling supported. It's breaking my heart. Like, fuck this shit. So see how that feels for you. See how it flows. Prove me wrong. I would love for you to do that. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel loved, whatever makes you feel supported, continue on that pathway. And any partner who you bring that to, that's in it, will go, fuck yeah, babe. Like, all right, what do you want from me? What do I need to do? What do you need from me? And he gets the full right to say the same thing. Well, I want you to be more responsive, or I want more cuddles, or I want more space. Like, I want, yeah. So it goes both ways, having those open conversations. Do you have any questions? kind of felt that already. I don't feel like that was news for you. Mm. It's challenging when you've let someone in your home and it's been a few years. Has it been like, I'm getting a sense that it's been like 4 or 5 years he's been around. So
nearly 8.
Nearly 8, I was gonna say maybe even 6. So it's like, all right, well, fuck, that's a long time to have someone in your life. And then, yeah, it's like, all right, well, the children's father, it's like, okay, that was challenging and this good. Okay. It's like, well, do I want to have, it's like, it's not about doing this all again. It's like, I've got to do what's best for me and what I want in life. And it's absolutely okay for me to want more, desire more. And I'm not wanting it from a space of get rich quick scheme. I don't want to like just have someone to look after me. You're not expecting anyone to come rescue you. That's not who you are, Linda. You're too strong a woman to do that. You just got to rediscover your strength. Go, well, you know, and if you've got a loving partner who's like, yeah, I'll give that to you. I can't give you the money tree either, but I'll be with you building one. Let's create it together. And if you want me to show up for more love or help you more around the house, then of course I will, my love. Like, okay, I may not be the greatest cook, but well, I can help you with the dishes afterwards or load the dishwasher up. It's not fun, but we're all having to pitch in. Okay, you need me to mow the lawns once a month? Well, okay, cool. It's a basic chore and I'll do it because that's just what we do for each other, for the love of the land and for the love of each other. It's just that level of feeling loved, grateful, supported. And you can kick your boy's ass. That's all right. Like, go fucking dig a hole. I need you to mow the lawn. Like, it's okay because they're your kids, right? But when it comes to a partner, we somehow accept less after a while, especially because of the kickback. And then we just don't even ask them to take the rubbish out anymore because it's an argument. If he wants to fucking argue about taking out the rubbish, you should just do it. It's like, okay. When things like that slip and we don't ask to be supported anymore, it's like, okay, we just need to have some conversations. And ask for your needs to be met because you are so, so worthy. So, so worthy. Is there anything else that I can support you with? She's like, no, you've done enough now. Off you go. Know that that's always like I have no attachment here. Like there's no like external desire. Your mum never talks about like you specifically. She's always talking about you with love. Or the relationship because she's always been very hands off like since I've known your mum. It's like no Linda's just doing her thing, like cool, so proud of you when you got your new job, cool. So this is all just what's coming through, my love, and it's always done with the greatest love. Like yeah, more it's just what is your highest good and what's best for you. That's the only intentions that this is coming through. And if it was with a divine counterpart and someone who's supporting you, it's like fuck yeah, good going. So let's call that in. And let's hope he steps up for it for you. Yeah. Yeah. There's already doubt there. I can hear it, but it's okay. We can but ask. Like, you're worthy of asking. And it's like, I just started a new job. Do I have the energy for this? It's like, well, sometimes we pick our battles. And when we don't even bother going to battle anymore, it's like, oh, it's because you've resolved that this isn't going to change. It's like, all right. Shouldn't be a battle at home. Home shouldn't be a battlefield. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else I can support you with? Anything else I can? She's like,
no, thank you, Ada. That was amazing.
my absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Please spread the word. If I can help anyone else, like, please spread the word. Yeah, thank you. Like I said, it just feels like a conversation, and I just get a lot of insight. So I'm grateful that it resonated for you. And like I said, this goes no further. So for your mum, I'll just be like, talk to Linda. She'll share with you what she wants. So that is for you to share with her. I'll just let her know that we had a great chat. We had a great time. A great time. And it does break my heart when that sort of energy comes through. I'm like, I just want love for you, just want the very best for you. And it feels like there's so much in your realm and I think that's why you got such a great job now and the boys are doing good. It's because now it's like, okay, if that's all sorted, now it's time for me to look at home.
Yeah.
And look at you. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
My absolute pleasure. If you've got my number, if you want to chat feel free to call me anytime. I love a good chat. So I'm here. I'm here to support you in any way.
Thank you. It's been amazing. Thank you.
Perfect. I will send you the link to this once I download it and upload it, so that if you want to listen back at any time, it is for you, or if you want to delete it, or if you just want to never look at it again, that is completely up to you. So I'll send it on. All right.
Thank you.
Much love. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
Take care, beautiful.
All right. Bye.
Bye.